In a world full of noise, distractions, and endless demands, the greatest victory begins not with others, but with yourself. This book is your guide to silence the chaos, sharpen your focus, and build unshakable self-discipline. When you master the art of focusing on yourself, you don't just win, you redefine what winning truly means. Chapter 1. The power of self-centering. Life is often described as a battlefield where distractions, comparisons, and external pressures compete for your attention. Yet the strongest warriors of success are not those who chase after everything, but those who know how to turn inward. To focus on yourself is not selfishness, it is strategy. Every great leader, innovator, and visionary first learned to master their own inner dialogue. In this chapter, we dive into the concept of self-centering, learning to cut the noise and place yourself at the center of your own mission. Imagine your mind as a compass. If it constantly points to others, you lose direction. But when it points to your own true north, you align with clarity and unstoppable drive. Chapter 2. Breaking free from comparison. Comparison is the silent thief of joy, and it is one of the strongest chains that holds people back. In today's social media culture, it's easy to believe everyone else is winning except you, but focusing on others drains your energy, blinds your progress, and leaves you chasing illusions. This chapter reveals how to escape the trap of measuring your worth against others. Instead, you will learn to measure yourself against your past self, your true competition. Imagine running a race where you no longer care who's ahead or behind. Your only goal is to finish stronger than yesterday. This shift of perspective transforms comparison into growth. Chapter 3. The discipline of daily habits. Greatness does not arrive in giant leaps. It grows from small, consistent steps. What separates the winners from the rest is discipline. Focusing on yourself requires building habits that serve you, even when motivation fades. In this chapter, you'll learn how to create systems that align with your goals, from waking up with intention, to journaling your thoughts, to choosing foods and activities that energize you instead of draining you. Habits become the bricks that build your empire. A distracted person lives by impulse. A focused person lives by design. The difference is everything. Chapter 4. Guarding your energy. Your time is your currency, but your energy is your true wealth. Too often we spend both recklessly on people, tasks, and environments that don't deserve them. To win, you must protect your energy like a king guards his crown. This chapter explores how to recognize energy drainers, toxic relationships, endless scrolling, and unnecessary obligations. It also shows how to recharge by spending time in solitude, engaging in activities that nourish you, and surrounding yourself with people who lift you higher. Imagine your energy as fuel in a tank. If you waste it on the wrong roads, you'll never reach your destination. Guard it, invest it, use it wisely. Chapter 5. The confidence of inner victory. True confidence doesn't come from applause, titles, or validation. It comes from knowing you are in control of yourself. When you focus on your growth, your path, and your values, you develop unshakable confidence. This is the kind of strength that makes others stop and notice, even when you are silent. In this chapter, you'll learn how small victories, keeping promises to yourself, finishing tasks you once avoided, choosing discipline over distraction, accumulate into a reservoir of inner power. With every step of self-mastery, you no longer need the world to tell you who you are. You already know. That is victory. Chapter 6. Silence the noise. The world is loud. Opinions, advice, criticism, and endless chatter fill the air every single day. But to truly win, you must learn the art of silence. Not just outer silence, but inner silence. This chapter teaches you how to quiet the noise so you can hear your own voice. You'll discover how to disconnect from the endless stream of information that clutters your mind and how to replace it with focused reflection. Silence is not emptiness, it is clarity, and clarity is power. Chapter 7. The courage to say, no. Every yes you give to others is a no to yourself, unless it aligns with your mission. People who fail often drown in obligations, trying to please everyone. Winners, on the other hand, master the courage to say no. This chapter explores how saying no is not rejection but protection. You'll learn practical strategies for setting boundaries, how to avoid guilt when declining requests, and how to stand firm in your choices. Your time and energy are sacred. Guard them with strength, not apologies. Chapter 8. Building resilience. Through challenges. Challenges are not punishments, they are teachers. Every setback, every obstacle, every failure has a message. This chapter dives into the art of resilience. Instead of asking, why me? You'll learn to ask, what is this teaching me? Resilience is the skill that transforms pain into strength and struggles into stepping stones. By focusing on yourself in moments of difficulty, you sharpen your inner armor. When life pushes, you push harder. When life breaks you down, you rebuild stronger. Chapter 9. Designing your own path. Too many people live on borrowed dreams, following paths created by their families, society, or trends. But to truly win, you must design your own path. In this chapter, you'll learn how to identify what truly matters to you and how to align your life with it. No more living on autopilot. No more drifting in someone else's shadow. Instead, you become the architect of your own destiny. Your dreams, your rules, your journey. That is the essence of focusing on yourself. Chapter 10. The momentum of consistency. Success is not a single act, it is momentum built over time. This chapter reveals the secret of consistency, doing what matters again and again, even when nobody is watching. The first step may feel small, but each step after creates momentum, and momentum turns into unstoppable progress. By focusing on yourself daily, you create a rhythm of success that compounds into extraordinary results. Imagine a snowball rolling down a hill, growing larger with every turn. That is the power of consistency. Stay steady and victory becomes inevitable. Chapter 8. Building resilience. Through challenges. Challenges are not punishments, they are teachers. Every setback, every obstacle, every failure has a message. This chapter dives into the art of resilience. Instead of asking, why me? You'll learn to ask, what is this teaching me? Resilience is the skill that transforms pain into strength and struggles into stepping stones. By focusing on yourself in moments of difficulty, you sharpen your inner armor. When life pushes, you push harder. When life breaks you down, you rebuild stronger. Chapter 9. Designing your own path. Too many people live on borrowed dreams, following paths created by their families, society, or trends. But to truly win, you must design your own path. In this chapter, you'll learn how to identify what truly matters to you and how to align your life with it. No more living on autopilot, no more drifting in someone else's shadow. Instead, you become the architect of your own destiny, your dreams, your rules, your journey. That is the essence of focusing on yourself. Chapter 10. The momentum of consistency. Success is not a single act, it is momentum built over time. This chapter reveals the secret of consistency, doing what matters again and again, even when nobody is watching. The first step may feel small, but each step after creates momentum, and momentum turns into unstoppable progress. By focusing on yourself daily, you create a rhythm of success that compounds into extraordinary results. Imagine a snowball rolling down a hill, growing larger with every turn. That is the power of consistency. Stay steady and victory becomes inevitable. Chapter 11. Mastering Emotional Discipline. Emotions are powerful. They can push you forward with unstoppable energy or pull you down into despair. To focus on yourself and truly win, you must master emotional discipline. Discipline does not mean suppressing your feelings, but understanding and directing them. When anger rises, you pause and choose wisdom. When fear whispers, you step forward with courage. When doubt clouds your vision, you remind yourself of your worth. Emotional discipline is about responding, not reacting. The winners of life are not those without emotions, but those who guide them like a skilled captain steering a ship through stormy seas. You learn to channel your emotions into action instead of destruction. Imagine a fire. It can burn a house down or it can cook a meal. The choice is yours. The moment you master your emotions, you stop being controlled by the outside world and start becoming the master of your inner world. And when your inner world is steady, your outer victories multiply. Chapter 12. Guarding your energy. Energy is your currency. Every day you are either investing it or wasting it. The people you surround yourself with, the habits you choose, the words you speak, all of them either fuel your energy or drain it. To focus on yourself, you must guard your energy like a treasure. Protect your mornings, avoid endless scrolling, stay away from people who complain without changing. Invest your energy in growth, in actions that elevate your life. Winners understand that energy is finite. If you give it all to distractions, nothing remains for your dreams. Guarding your energy is not selfish, it is essential. When your energy is high, your productivity soars, your clarity sharpens, and your confidence grows. But when your energy is low, everything feels like a battle. This chapter invites you to reflect on where your energy leaks and how to repair those cracks. Remember, focus without energy is impossible. To win, you must protect your flame. Chapter 13. The Power of Self-Talk. The loudest voice you hear each day is not the world's, it is your own. The way you speak to yourself determines your direction in life. Negative self-talk creates limits, while positive self-talk builds bridges. To focus on yourself, you must master the language of your inner world. Instead of saying, "I can't," you say, "I am learning." Instead of saying, "I am a failure," you say, "I'm still growing." This chapter dives into the psychology of affirmations and self-belief. It explains how your brain responds to words, how thoughts create patterns, and how repeating powerful truths reshapes your identity. Think of self-talk as programming your mind. If you feed it poison, it weakens. If you feed it power, it thrives. Winners understand that the story they tell themselves is the foundation of their success. To win, you must choose words that lift you, words that fuel you, and words that remind you of who you truly are. Chapter 14. Building Unbreakable Focus. Distractions are everywhere: notifications, conversations, endless entertainment. The modern world is designed to steal your attention, but if you want to win, you must learn to focus deeply. Focus is a superpower in an age of noise. This chapter teaches you how to build unbreakable focus. You discover how to set clear goals, eliminate unnecessary choices, and create environments where focus thrives. You learn the art of monotasking, doing one thing with full attention instead of juggling many. Focus is not about forcing yourself, it is about training your mind like a muscle. The more you practice, the stronger it becomes. Winners know that focus creates momentum, and momentum creates results. Without focus, you waste years. With focus, you achieve in months what others cannot in decades. Focus turns effort into excellence. When you own your attention, you own your future. Chapter 15. The Victory of Patience. Patience is not waiting, it is enduring with strength. The path to victory is not a sprint but a marathon. Many quit because results do not arrive instantly. But focusing on yourself means trusting the process. watering the seed daily, and waiting for the harvest. This chapter explores patience as a weapon, not a weakness. Patience teaches you to build strong foundations instead of chasing shortcuts. It trains you to remain steady when progress feels invisible. Every master was once a beginner who kept showing up. Patience transforms frustration into faith. It reminds you that real growth takes time. Winners understand that quick success is fragile, but patient success is permanent. The victory of patience is not in waiting. It is in becoming the person who deserves the reward while waiting. Focus on yourself, stay the course, and let patience carry you to the finish line. Chapter 16. Rising After Failure. Failure is not the end. It is simply feedback. When you stumble, it is life pointing you toward a better path, a stronger skill, or a deeper lesson. Winners do not escape failure. They rise after it. This chapter explores how to transform failure into fuel. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen to me?" you ask, "What can I learn from this?" Every mistake carries wisdom. Every setback holds a seed of growth. To focus on yourself is to stop fearing failure and start embracing it. Imagine falling 7 times and standing up 8. That persistence builds strength that success alone can never give you. Failure humbles you, sharpens you, and prepares you for victories greater than you imagined. The true defeat is not in falling, but in refusing to rise. When you rise after failure, you discover resilience, courage, and the unstoppable power within you. Chapter 17. The Strength of Discipline. Discipline is the bridge between dreams and reality. Motivation may get you started, but only discipline keeps you going when motivation fades. This chapter dives deep into the strength of discipline. It is not punishment, but freedom. The freedom to stay consistent when others quit. The freedom to choose long-term rewards over short-term pleasures. Discipline is waking up early when you feel like sleeping, studying when you feel like scrolling, building when you feel like wasting time. To focus on yourself, you must learn to command your actions instead of being commanded by impulses. Discipline is the invisible armor of winners. It makes you reliable to yourself, and trust in yourself builds confidence. Every small act of discipline compounds into greatness. Winners do not wait for the perfect mood. They act regardless of it. The strength of discipline transforms ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. Chapter 18. The Gift of Solitude. In a world full of noise and constant connection, solitude feels uncomfortable for many. But solitude is not loneliness. It is a gift. It is the space where you hear your own thoughts, reconnect with your inner self, and design your future without distraction. This chapter explores the power of solitude in focusing on yourself. Great thinkers, creators, and leaders all valued time alone because solitude sharpens clarity. When you are alone, you recharge, reflect, and grow. Solitude teaches you to be at peace with yourself, to enjoy your own company, and to strengthen your independence. Instead of fearing being alone, you begin to crave it as a time of creation and self-discovery. Winners use solitude as a laboratory for the mind, a sacred space to visualize their dreams and prepare their next moves. Solitude is not empty, it is full of answers. When you embrace it, you discover that the greatest companionship begins within yourself. Chapter 19. Owning your choices. Life is shaped not by what happens to you, but by the choices you make in response. Every decision, small or large, builds the path beneath your feet. To focus on yourself and win, you must own your choices fully. No blaming, no excuses. This chapter explores the freedom that comes when you take responsibility for your direction. When you own your choices, you own your power. Even in difficult times, you still choose how to respond, how to act, and how to grow. Winners are not lucky, they are deliberate. They choose courage over fear, discipline over comfort, and growth over stagnation. Owning your choices means realizing you are not a passenger in your life, but the driver. Every choice is a seed, and every seed becomes a harvest. The life you desire is waiting, but only if you dare to choose it today. Chapter 20. Becoming Your Own Champion. The final chapter is about embracing the truth that no one is coming to save you. The champion you are waiting for is you. This chapter teaches that self-reliance is not isolation, it is empowerment. You learn to stop comparing, stop competing with shadows, and instead rise as your own competitor. Each day, your only goal is to be stronger than yesterday, wiser than last week, and braver than last month. To focus on yourself is to realize that you already carry the tools you need: discipline, resilience, courage, and vision. Becoming your own champion means celebrating your progress, forgiving your mistakes, and committing to the journey. Winners do not beg for validation. They create their own. And when you crown yourself the champion of your life, you inspire others to do the same. Conclusion. Focusing on yourself is not selfish. It is the foundation of victory. When you guard your energy, master your emotions, embrace solitude, and own your choices, you rise above distractions and step into your true power. The journey is not about beating others. It is about becoming the best version of yourself. And when you do, winning is no longer a goal. It is the natural outcome of who you have become.